are hands-on learners. We promise to be committed to you and to give you quality instruction and lots of good hands-on stuff. And our intention is to work with however this morphs and give you an absolute wonderful experience. So trust me when I say that, we will absolutely give you the best there is in the state of Ohio. And I can say that with great confidence. Yes! My name is Mrs. Sauer, and I will be your son or daughter or your instructor for the next 2 years. I am a graduate of the Eastland Career Center, so I'm very proud of this school. I walk in every day and turn on the lights, and I'm very grateful that I have the job I have, and I take it really serious, and I take my commitment to you really serious. Parents, I'm going to get you to sign up on a Remind, and students, I'll have you sign up on a separate Remind. And literally, it'd be like you can text me at any time, and I respond. I am an approachable teacher. And I think the more communication we have, the more open that is, the better everybody has for the 2 years. So welcome. I will tell you that you made quite a feat by just getting into this class, because there was a bunch of people who applied and you made it. So there's something fantastic about you that made you make the cut. So congratulations on that. Just really quickly, my background, I've been teaching at the Eastland Career Center since, let's see, I'm coming up on my 28th year, so I've been here a long time. I worked in the field in a whole bunch of specialties for 14 years, and then got my teaching certificate at the Ohio State University. I have gone to school to be an expanded functions dental assistant, where you do restorations and things. I teach OSHA compliance and bloodborne pathogens around the state. I teach x-ray licensure around the state. I've been on the board for certification for I don't know how many years. You can trust, I help write the national textbook and the online things. So you can trust me when you know that you are in good hands, and I take my job very serious as far as giving you what you came here for. So you will never feel like I dropped that goal. All right. So you can trust me in knowing that I'm going to push you to excellence. Sometimes that's uncomfortable just because you got a lot of credentials to get. And by the time you leave this program, you will have the credentials for state dental x-ray, and you will be ready to take your state certification exam, which is huge for someone coming out of high school. Then it's a perfect springboard into higher level things. Like I said, you could be an EFTA, a hygienist, you could go in pre-dentistry. There's so many things you could do. Or you can be totally happy as a dental assistant and just move up the ranks like that. Every dental office you've ever walked in, there's a dentist, there's a hygienist, and everybody else is a dental assistant. So there are so many different pathways, so many choices. Maybe you like working with children. Maybe you want to be in oral surgery. So we're going to learn all those things, and you'll have so many options after that. And then I'm going to push you to be your best and go on from here. All right. I am a Reynoldsburg graduate, so I went to school here. I was a proud participant. I won national kind of accolades in dental as a student. And Mrs. Law, you see her there. She's also a graduate of the Eastland Career Center. And we also have Mr. McFerrin, who is going to talk to you as well about some different courses. But we are serious about what you're coming here for. All right. Can I give you the Remind sign up just in case something happens here so that we can all communicate after that? Did everyone get the email that I sent out this morning? Whatever email you had on your registration, I sent an email out this morning saying that I was going to get with you later. I'm going to be sending you immunization requirements. You'll have to start rounding up some proof. If by chance you didn't get that, then just go ahead and send me something on Remind. But the most important thing tonight, I think, is for parents, you get on Remind, and students, you get on Remind. And when both of you are on there, we'll all communicate and make sure you know everything, okay? So students, text the number 81010 And then your message would be at 969 little g 4. So 969 GG4. So at 969 GG4. And please sign up as your name and not, you know, like your nickname or something like that. Okay? Parents, are you ready? So you're going to text the number 81010. That's me. And then your login is the @ sign, and this is all lowercase, junior parent, all one word, and the number 2. So we have students text 81010, and your text body would be at 969 GG4. Parents, 81010, and you are at junior parent 2 altogether. All right. And if everything else falls apart tonight, we can still communicate. And then, like I said, if you want to correct the email address, actually, I had a couple people that I didn't have an email address for or kicked back as incorrect. So that'll help you not feel like you don't know what's going on. So I told you that we're committed to you. I told you you can trust me with the experience to get you where you need to be. I told you that there's lots of options and lots of great things ahead, and that I'm going to expect excellence out of you. And parents, you know, we're going to work together to make sure that goal is staying strong. Students, you know, I really believe in you, and I'm going to build that leadership quality in you so that you believe in you as much as I do. So if you, I'm going to have Mrs. Law talk to you, but there, has everybody seen OneDayEFCTS.com? That is where all your resources are. You have to order uniforms and that sort of thing. I have a few unique dental things that I'll be sending you through email. The most important one is there's some immunization records that you have to come up with and get proof, or get a few immunizations, because we work with patients. I do want to get you excited. One of the greatest things that we offer is we take you to the Ohio State University College of Dentistry, and we work on live patients there after we get some good learning under our belt a little bit after halfway in the junior year. Another great thing that we do is the reason that you're going to be here all day long is we have an applied science class that is anatomy and physiology, where you learn the physics of x-ray and head and neck anatomy and systems and things like that. So we are really committed to making sure that you get that full experience. I'm going to switch it over to Mrs. Law, and I'll get back with you in a minute.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Mrs. Sauer just mentioned about a website, and honestly, all the questions you have right now about how to attend school, how to schedule your classes, if you have special circumstances, how do you get a counselor to answer your question, all of that is on a specially designed website. I'm going to steal Mrs. Sauer's thing. It's the OneDayEFCTS.com.
Oh, you gotta lift it up a little bit.
Lift it up higher.
Down.
There we go.
There we go.
Are we there? Okay. So this is, again, high tech, but it's in the literature that you've gotten in the mail. It's in the emails that you've gotten. What it is. And when you click on, you know, EFCTC students, Eastland ECC students, you have all of these categories that will answer your questions. Frequently asked questions, how to schedule classes, all this information that you probably have questions about now and some anxieties, and all that will be covered for you on that website. Additionally, if you have a specific question, you can contact a counselor and ask your individual question. And if you just need to contact somebody in the school, that information is there too. So that should probably put you at ease. And I would recommend when we're done that you go to that site and just spend some time with it. It's very user-friendly, and it's very direct, and it's been put together by our counselors, so they know what your needs are and the kinds of questions you're going to have. So there's that. Let's see. So when you do attend Eastland, you'll take your academic classes here, and we have all the same academic classes here as you would at your home school. We have college credit plus classes, math and English and science. So if you're interested in those things, all that information is on there. And if you have special needs, how that's going to get addressed will be on that website too. So again, I would recommend that you spend some time with that so that it'll put you at ease and you can see what's available here. Oh, it also has the school year schedule. It has our bell schedule. It talks about transportation, all those things that you probably forget you have those questions. It'll all be there. So that's all I'm going to say at this point. And Mr. Farron has a few words he'd like to say.
Make sure I actually unmute myself this time. All right. First things first, congratulations. Looking forward to seeing everyone next year. The main thing I'm going to talk about is the clubs that we have here that we participate in here at Eastland. So each lab participates in a career tech organization. So dental is part of Skills USA, which is a nationwide skill organization. A lot of really, really cool opportunities for you through skills, leadership opportunities, contest opportunities, which are personally one of my favorite parts of the year. I help run a contest called Job Skill Demo, where you'll come down and kind of display the skills that you learn in lab. And I have to say that dental is one of two labs that absolutely crushes that contest every year. It's always a lot of fun, but a lot of really fun opportunities. If you win a contest, you get to go on to the next step, all the way to nationals. So you may get to travel. You do very well, which is always fun. But yeah, so that's another thing to look forward to, just another nice opportunity through the dental program, besides just the academics and the dental side. Miss Sal?
All right, so I am getting some people signing up for Remind already. Thank you very much. If I could just get everybody to do that tonight, that would be wonderful. And then we'll just start communicating from there. We'll give it a try on asking questions. We'll try to unmute one person at a time, and you can ask questions, or you could type the question in the chat bar. So I'm going to go ahead and let you ask specific questions. You just say, unmute your microphone and say, I have a question, and then wait a second to make sure we've cleared that and go ahead. Anybody? I'll bet you have a whole bunch of questions. Parents? Oh my gosh, even with all this chaos, I did that good of a job. Could you raise your hand if you've been in this lab? Beautiful. I don't know if did anybody know about the flood that we had at the beginning of this year? So over the summer, something exploded and poured water from the x-ray room in the dark room and flooded the entire half of the dental lab, and then flooded all of cosmetology below us. I'm sure they're very happy about that too. But the great thing is we got a brand new half of a lab, and it's gorgeous. You have a rockin' brand new the operatories. That's why I really wanted to be at school instead of in my kitchen, because I want you to get excited about this new lab that you have. You'll be the first ones basically to use it all year long. There are people in dental offices that are coming in here going, wow, this is incredible. The other thing I do want to let you know is our record speaks for itself. You can go almost any dental office and ask them if they know this program, or they know my name, or they know a graduate from here, and we have a reputation that stands on its own. And we're always ahead of technology. We've got things that some dental offices don't have. We've got intraoral cameras, we've got digital x-ray. We've actually got both forms of digital x-ray. We have the systems where you put in scheduling and charting and all that sort of stuff. So you can count on getting a full range of competencies here. Everything that we could possibly give you, we've got. All right. Anybody got something that you'd like to say or add to this? You could type in it. Oh, here we go. We've got a question. Hold on. What would we wear every day because there was different uniform needs? Okay, that's a great question. If you go on that one day efcts.com, if you go on uniforms, you will pick dental assisting, and that is the required uniform. So the required uniform, it's dental is navy blue, and it has to be that uniform. We've got embroidered stuff. So you would have a minimum of navy blue scrub top, navy blue pants, a white polo that has embroidery. There's a certain lab coat that meets OSHA standards that snaps up all the way and is full length with the knit cuff. You have to get the shoes that are there because in order to go to OSU, they have to be covering your whole foot. So you'll see those specifics on the website, and we can communicate more about that. So that is what you wear every day, all day. And everybody at Eastland has their own uniform, and they wear it every day, all day. The greatest thing about a dental uniform is it's like wearing your jammies. It's so comfortable. You wonder how you ever felt comfortable in your jeans that squeeze you. So we are lucky people. There's a lot of people that go, man, I wish I could wear your shoes and your uniform. So lucky you. How many students are in the junior program and the senior program? Are they in class together, and what are the teacher-student ratio? Okay, so our lab has 24 seats. Right now I have 21 students that made the first cut, but we'll probably have a full class. And then the junior class is 18, the seniors, there's 18 of them. So what happens with your school day, and I'm really glad you asked that, because first of all, you are still part of your homeschool. You will get transportation from your homeschool. We will try to keep you connected to your homeschool. But what you do is you come in the morning, and the first 4 periods of the day, you're with me in lab. And then you'll either go directly to an academic class or to lunch, and there are 9 total periods. Those other periods would be lunch and your academic classes. As a senior then, what you're gonna do is you'll do your academic classes in the morning, and then you'll come to lab in the afternoon. The ultimate goal is when you get to a certain competency level in your senior year, after the first semester, we actually encourage you to get in a dental office and start building your hours in a dental office towards something higher. So that's why we kind of really like the morning academics here as a senior. If you're a full student or a full-time student in your senior year, you can actually go on what we call work-based learning or school to work. Let me see if I answered all those questions. Teacher-student ratio. So I am your teacher all morning long as a junior. In your senior year, I am your teacher all morning long as a senior. So our ratio is you and me. Are the shoe sizes in men's? Yes. So uniforms, there are men's uniforms and men's shoes, and there are women uniforms. They're unisex uniforms. So, you know, we've made sure that everybody's covered. That pun intended. Do we wear the scrubs every day? Yes, you do wear the scrubs every day. And if we wear just the shirt, what pant? No, you would wear, like you're going to a dental office, you would wear your full uniform. Now, I'm not sure if they'll still have this, but last year, we've got new administration, but last year they would let you change your shoes after lab into maybe the tennis shoe you want to wear. But I hate to say that because we've got brand new administration. But at this point, just plan on being in your uniform all day long, okay? The full uniform. And there are some uniform requirements that we'll go over as a class to make sure we put on that professional image. We'll be working on that for a couple weeks. Let's see, from Mark, what is the plan if the governor does not open school every day in the fall? So, you know, I could tell you something today and it would change a week from now, it would change a month from now, but I can tell you that we are very, very engaged in multiple plans right now. So whatever plan comes up, we are spending lots of time, we're trying to figure out, can we have some people in the lab and some not? We're going to work it out, I promise you. And we're not just thinking one plan. We've got lots of plans. So if things change, it's not by surprise. Really, the truth is everybody got caught by surprise this year, didn't they? And I think even with people that aren't happy with how it went, it just kind of hit everybody, and everybody tried to do the best they can. But we've got time to plan now, and we are doing that very seriously. So you can count on us giving you a high quality experience. That's our absolute must. I am not the teacher of every subject. I am the comedic relief and the dental instructor. Mrs. So you've got someone. What's your credential? Social studies, Mr. McFerrin. Mrs. Law is English. You have Mr. Harper is dental anatomy and physiology. So just like every school, it's just you're stuck with me for 4 periods, and I teach you all the dental things, with the exception of Mr. Harper. Let's see. Let me make sure I didn't miss somebody before I go on. I got the scrubs. All right. I like this because then we don't have to worry about the sound. What time does the school day start and end? It is 8:05. It starts. Oh, 8:05 to 2:19. So actually you're lucky with that too. That's a pretty sweet day, right? Yes. 8:05 to 2:19. So I think you're going to really like that. There's a lot of schools that have a lot bigger schedules than that, but we absolutely work hard and strong and fulfill the requirements of the state and get you. The biggest thing is to get you on your buses back to your home schools. All right. Do you have to wear the scrub shirt with the logo on them? So everything that's on there, you must get. You have to get at least one shirt that goes underneath, and you'll see your option there, and you can get a couple different colors. You have to have a scrub top. You have to have a polo top. There are different situations where we wear different things. And ladies, I will tell you that the polo is really good so that you don't lean over and look down your scrub top. So a lot of times we layer that. It's also a very good option in the wintertime because we have a longer kind of dry wicking shirt that's OSHA approved. You understand that everything we wear is a certain fabric that's does not let aerosols get into. So the scrub top, like in the wintertime, we'd wear the underneath dry wicking and the polo and the scrub top and the lab coat. You see, we've got lots of options. And then there's also an optional thing that you can wear around the school. We don't wear those in lab. We wear the lab coat in lab. Let's see. Yeah, sure. Mrs. Law is going to answer the next question. I love this. Thank you.
So, and this is a good question. And the question is, how do the schedules work? I saw there was a Schedule A and a Schedule B. If you go back and look at Schedule A and Schedule B, those are for special meetings at school. So it looks like there's an hour in the morning that you would have, like, whatever period that is, a meeting period, it's an hour long. And then the rest of the classes get covered, but they're shorter. And in Schedule B, that chunk of that 1 hour chunk is at the end of the day. So that's for meeting days, for special events. As far as I know, that's new to me. I saw that on there and I went, where did this come from? But I looked at it and that's not a typical day. The other schedule that's there, the daily bell schedule, that's your typical day. We have 40-minute periods. We have 30-minute lunches. So the Schedule A and Schedule B is just sometimes scheduled for special events.
Or like a 2-hour delay or something like that. That they have different schedules for those situations. Let's see, how does transportation work? So transportation is through your home school. So connect with your home school to see, a lot of them will pick you up and bring you here. A lot of them say, come to our school and we'll bring you from there. So really it is the responsibility of your home school, and you want to communicate with them to find out what their plan is. Do we have to buy any books, materials, or are they provided? Boy, you guys are good. So there are fees to this program, but you don't have to pay a penny of them. They're all paid for. And I will tell you, the dental program is very expensive. We use a lot of expensive materials, x-ray, different things that cost us in the lab, but you don't have to pay for any of it. The only thing you need to do is get your scrubs. The books are loaned out to you. They're brand new, and you basically take responsibility for them, and then you turn them in at the end of the year. Even things like we have bowls and mixing spatulas and things that we use through the year. We check it out to you, and at the end of the year, you check it back in. So our intention is that you don't have to pay for any of those things. As long as you take care of them and you return them, you'll have all of that given to you. They are provided, so there should be no other fee other than if there's an immunization you still have to get through your doctor or something like that. Anybody else? You guys got some good questions. I love it. I will also tell you that if you get off and you go, oh man, I forgot to ask that question, let me give one more plug for Remind. All right, do you see there? Student 81010 at 969 little g 4. Parent. And if you could say, ideally it would be like, if you're Chloe's parent, you say, my name is Sherry, which it is, Sherry, Chloe's parent, or something like that. When you do sign up for it, send me a text, parents, and say, I am so-and-so's parent, because sometimes I don't know who I'm talking to. But if you get this, basically, if you haven't done this before, it is like you have my phone number. The state tells teachers that they cannot give students their phone number. This is the best thing I can do. And I will tell you, I work diligently. Sometimes my husband says, why is it you're constantly having to text your students? But I really want to make sure you know that I am here for you. If I'm sleeping or whatever, I'll get to you as soon as I see it. Is everybody good on this? Okay. That's going to be our best friend, because then you'll have a direct line to me with any question that you have. So I have someone who said, how many pair of scrubs would you recommend? So personally, think about this for a minute. We wear these scrubs all day long, okay? If you the minimum requirement is one of everything. Do you want to wear the same scrubs all week long? Okay. And then think about, it's a professional profession, and it'll have to look neat and clean and not ripped and that sort of stuff. So, you know, some of us have situations where we can't order more than one. If you have the advantage of being able to do that, you probably want to, so that you can not have to wash every night, or, you know, those sorts of things. But one set is required. I think you'll find if you're able to get more than one set, that's a beautiful thing. And please don't go outside of trying to find your uniform that looks kind of like it somewhere else. We've got all that approved so that we can work in a clinical setting, and you need to get it through that site, okay? A lot of people say, like, my mom works in a dental office and she's got navy blue scrubs. Can I wear those? We all have the same scrubs, and we've spent a lot of time getting those approved. Anything else? I really look forward to ongoing communication with you. I want you to be excited. I want to stay connected. I want to get to know you. I am one that I make myself available, but you'll find that in correspondence, we keep that professional. So we're not going to communicate back and forth like buddies, but I am going to be, my students end up calling me Mama Sour by the time they're a senior, because we are a close-knit family, and you can count on me to be here for you, okay? But I also do demand that professionalism when we're communicating back and forth. And you'll find in the classroom, I definitely set the tone of the classroom of trust and decency. So no one can make fun of each other, no one can degrade anybody, no one can call each other names. Everybody is treated as important as anybody else, and you'll feel very comfortable as a part of this family. Anybody else? Did they? The scrubs every day, or only day? You see at the very end, got tagged on. Sorry, I didn't get to see that. Hold Sorry, I didn't see that. Do we wear the scrubs every day? Yes, every day. And that's the whole school. Every day, everybody wears. So if you're in culinary, you wear your chef coat and your chef pants and your whatever all day. And you'll see throughout the school, everybody wears it. We treat this, so the difference that you'll feel is we really want you to feel like you're here for a reason. So you'll feel a really good feel out of teachers. And you also, we treat this like a business place, like a professional business place. It's not, you're here for school, whatever. I don't care if you're asleep or whatever. Yeah, we do care. We want to give you what you came here for, and you're going to feel that difference. You're going to feel that value. There are lockers. Wait, let me get back up. I skipped one. How does makeup work when you're absent? So for my particular class, lab, we keep moving forward on lab. So lab, usually our lab projects that we do in here tend to, once we get rolling, they're like week-long things. So, you know, everything's due on Friday. If you missed a day, you just got to buckle up and get it done by Friday. There is no stop lab so that so-and-so can make up. But written work, on the other hand, if you were out 2 days, then you've got 2 days. If it's excused, you've got 2 days to make up your written work. Lab work, we purposely put it in a chunk of time so that if you were out a day, you just have to work a lot harder the day you come back and catch up. And we'll talk more about that. I'll be giving you policies and things, so you're going to feel very comfortable with, you know, every classroom has their rules and things that they expect, but we all kind of cash into it together. Are there lockers for personal items? Yes, there are lockers for personal items, and we have lots of personal items. I told you we have bowls and spatulas and trays and lots of books. Our lockers are right outside the lab. They are those skinny kind of, they're long and skinny. So if you can get yourself a locker shelf, I highly recommend it. There's a little top part and then a skinny long thing. I'm sure you've seen those before. If you can make a shelf in there, it helps a lot to not like all jumbled together. But yes, you do have a locker. And actually I have a policy where I allow you to go out and put your things in your locker to transition to the afternoon. Is there a cafeteria staff? There is. We actually have a really nice cafeteria, and yeah, there's lots of grab and goes. There's the Class A lunch, which is typical school lunch. There's lots of different options. And when you come for the first day, we'll take a tour around the school. We'll take you into the cafeteria, let them talk to you about your options. There is a back to school night on August 11th. You definitely want to plan that. That is a night where you go to different areas, you sign your paperwork, like network usage, you do your emergency medical forms, you go to your locker and you get your combination and you feel comfortable with that. Definitely plan on August 11th. That's a really great, it's in the evening, and it's to allow you to be comfortable. And then your first day is August 13th. Anybody else? Okay, here we go. When our home schools are closed for specialized days like teacher conference or snow days, you follow our calendar. Can you imagine if like we had, let's say winter break a different time in your home school and you're out 4 weeks because you got 2 here and 2 there. So you would follow our calendar. If there's a special circumstance, then you would just fill out an excuse form like you would at your home school for a special circumstance, but you're going to follow our calendar through the year. What's that? Yeah, we'll talk about that. All right. What time is the back to school night? Look at this face. It's usually something like 4 to 6 or 4 to 7. Do I look like? No. Keep your comments to yourself. It's something like 4 to 6 or 4 to 7, but I'm sure the school will be sending you lots of things to make sure you feel comfortable about coming that night. And guess what? If you're on Remind, I'll push out a remind to everybody to tell you what time that is. It's really a beautiful thing. Is your calendar the same as Reynolds? We have 16 or 17 school districts. So we have our own unique calendar, and that is also on that website that you can go to and see our school calendar and plan accordingly. But yeah, you would follow our calendar. What time is the school building open? Students can come into the building at 7, and then you would just go down to the cafeteria area and multi-purpose room kind of area until school starts. Hi, Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller is our guidance counselor. Would you like to say anything, Mr. Miller?
Sure. Just like to introduce myself to everybody. I look forward to meeting everybody in the fall. You'll see my face hopefully quite a bit in lab. Just checking in with you guys. We work closely with your homeschool counselors to make sure you get the classes that you need. But anytime you need any help with anything, don't hesitate to come down. Mrs. Ferraro is the other counselor, and we're both, our offices are easy to find right across from the cafeteria. So we will see everybody in August. We're looking forward to it.
And can I tell you how much I love Mr. Miller? He is the greatest counselor. He is wonderful. You'll love him.
Well, thank
There's
you.
a little plug. You can pay me later, Mr.
Yes, I appreciate it.
All right. Does the cafeteria take easy pay for lunch fees? Well, first of all, we have badges that you can load money onto, and they'll give you information about that at back to school night for sure. So this is the way that you get lunch and that you pay for lunch, and you can load money on it. If you just pay for lunch, then you would use your badge to scan and then pay for your lunch. Anybody else? Are we allowed to leave the building for, gosh, you guys are good. No, we have a closed lunch. It's not long enough to leave, and it's dangerous out here because we're right next to 2 other schools and there's one strip, and it gets a little crazy on Hamilton Road. So we have always, for many, many years, had a closed lunch. And would you like to say? Okay. We have a closed lunch, so you would be eating here. You're welcome to bring your lunch. We have microwaves that you can heat it up. So it's a good thing. We even have outdoor seating when the weather's nice. Easy pay is available. Oh, Mr. Miller says you can load money on your lunch account. Yeah. If you are free or reduced lunches, then you can apply for that here, and you can find out about that on the back to school night as well. Are there 2 graduations, your regular school? Man, yes, there are. You actually are part of your homeschool, and you will graduate from your homeschool. So that's your graduation to get your diploma. And you will also have a, what do we call it? Senior recognition. Senior recognition. And you get a career passport and all your credentials that you've earned through our senior recognition. So in essence, yes, you have 2 ceremonies. Anybody else? The greatest part of all of this is you get to put up with me for 2 years. We will have fun. So I'm fun, and I'm also a hard-driven woman that demands a lot out of you because I expect you to be absolutely the best you can possibly be. So we'll have both those sides going on, and I think you'll be pleased with what you leave with. Anybody else? One more plug, last plug. Here we go. I'm going to do it one more time. Remind. Don't forget, that's the most important thing. You can always directly text me at any time, and if I don't have the answer, I'll find it for you. All right. It's been lovely getting to know you guys, and I can't wait. I will try to correspond with you a few times over the summer just to see how you're doing and making sure we're on track. Don't feel, if you ever have a question, just let me know, and we'll hash it out, or I'll find somebody that can answer it. Anybody else? All right, well, we're going to call it a meeting then. Once we get out of here, again, you've got a direct line to me. Feel free to connect at any time. Okay? See you guys. Congratulations.
Bye, thank you.
See ya.
Welcome to the Career Center.
All right.